So we have the more games going right now. We have Weber State 4-2 over Idaho State in the top of 6. Bottom of the 4th, Northern Iowa 8-2 over Evansville. Top of the 4th, Cal State 4-2 over Santa Barbara in the second round of the Western. Big Sky is in their second round today. They're playing in the second day of the games, I should say. They only were able to play 3 games total before today. Now they're able to get all the games in today. Then Southern Utah 2-0 down to the CLU. And then we have the Sun Belt tournament. Louisiana Monroe goes to the semifinals. 9-2 win over Georgia Southern. And 17-5 Howard over Delaware State. And then Texas A&M 12-4 over South Carolina. In 5. And then Iowa State defeats BYU 4-2. And Fresno State defeats San Diego State 3-0 in the Mountain West tournament. And there's going to be 3 games in the Mountain West tournament tomorrow. The semifinals, the winners bracket games, and then there's a losers bracket elimination game between so there's going to be or there's going to be an elimination game tomorrow, and then there's going to be another elimination game between whoever loses in the winners bracket championship, the semifinal. So yeah. And then we have we have 4 games left here, so and then tomorrow we will have not a ton of games going on. We have the HA tournament suspended game. We have West University, but then we have the ACC tournament semifinals, the Ivy League semis, the Metro Online and Gazette Conference semifinals, the MEAC semis, the SoCon wrapping up with their semifinals. Same with the NEC is going to wrap up theirs. All these teams are wrapping up its championship tournament, the semis, except for the SWAC. They're wrapping up their championship. And a lot of these tournaments are either doing the single elimination semifinals or they're in the double elimination part. In the semifinals in the double elimination part. Doing the semifinals. Most of them are in the double elimination portion, however, doing the semis tomorrow. Most of them will be, so. And Saturday will be all championships. There'll be all championships on Saturday, except for the Patriot League. They're doing the championship. The Patriot League is doing the elimination matches in semifinals. So tomorrow I'll show you the ECC if I can. Which is pretty okay. I didn't trouble with the ACC network. Brown and Columbia in the Ivy League. I'll show you the Ivy League semifinals. The Metro and Gazette Conference semifinals. NEC semifinals. The SoCon tournament. I'll show you the SoCon tournament. Don't know about the MEAC tournament, but if I can find a way to show you the MEAC tournament tomorrow, I will. The MEAC softball championships. Well, let's go to Idaho State Weber State in Game 7 of this tournament, this Big Sky tournament. The only thing is, with games that have an extra game, they are pretty much right on the schedule, though. Just the Big Sky. The only way the Big Sky is not on the schedule. They'll still be on the schedule, though. They're just, I think their championship was supposed to be on Friday, though. However, and so it moves to Saturday. They just have to play the championship on Saturday. Because I believe they played Friday, the championship. But they're still fine, though. And instead of like semifinal, they happen to play on, they might just have to play one extra game. Instead of playing 3 games, they might just play 4. So, so we'll see. That goes. Because sometimes they do have game tournaments. If there's a team that has to play 3 games in one day, sometimes I've seen that where that happens. So they've had like the next game be the day after. So if that happens one day, in one of these tournaments. But yeah, the Peachy League is the only one that's for Sunday. So, because they have the day off. Today was supposed to be the day off, but they had to start today instead of yesterday. So they play Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday. It's the championship, so.
Pick out a fielder's choice and a line out to short. Looking for a first hit and advance the runner. McMahon on first. Outside, she works it to 2-2. Whalen has been terrific, a first team all-conference. Top hitter on the team, has hit 59 hits on the season. Sends this one just over the outstretched glove of McDonald, who's been outstanding at short tonight. And there's the first hit for Riley Whalen.
Off the hand of Tomasini, she does a great job staying with it, going to that outside. Takes that ball just over to the left field side, outside of the outstretched arm, and McDonald. Weber State's really in an offensive mindset. They're just passing the bat, trying to tack on a couple more. Idaho's just trying to figure out a way to calm them down a little bit.
I like how you say that instead of passing the baton. It's really true. And now they're bringing up Tegan Smith. And Tegan Smith has been on twice tonight with a walk and a single. She started things off in the first inning when Whalen struck out. The second batter was Smith, and she got a single, and Bingham struck out, and then it was Kirk and Birkinshaw doing the damage in the first. Takes this one on the inside pitch and sends it foul down the left field line. 0-1 the count with runners on first and second. McMahon on second with Whalen on first, both with singles. Big swing. Really reading the ball pitch well and getting ahead of it, sending it foul once again for Smith. On deck is Bingham, Kirk, and the wings. Well, if you're Idaho State, you'd like to not see Sadie Kirk get up with runners on. Here's one over to McDonald. That's who you want to get the ball to, and there's a fielder's choice to 3 for the out.
Been really impressed by the athleticism in the shortstop for Idaho State. She's able to stay low, field that ball cleanly, flip her hips to go to the direction of third base. We've seen her so many times come across the diamond to make a strong throw over to first, but heads up to get that lead runner off.
Yeah, she's just had a clean game. She's gone left, she's gone right, she's stayed tight for one's right at her and stayed low. And the first pitch by Tomasini to Birkinshaw, actually it's Bingham, the left fielder, is a foul tip. Bingham looking for her first hit of the night. 12 hits for the Wildcats. These two teams played 3 weeks ago in Ogden, Utah, and Idaho State took 3 from the Wildcats. High pop fly to left field. And getting under it for Idaho State, that's Alyssa Yee.
Tomasini, she's in behind a little bit in her count. Does a good job to fight back to give an enticing pitch. Beacom swings through it, pops it up to Alyssa Yee. Comes down with the second out.
Sadie Kirk gets up with 2 down. Good news for Kirk, 2 are on. She already tonight has an RBI double, 2 singles, 1 to center field and 1 to left field.
Yeah, maybe now it's not. I mean, that was a while ago, though.
Watches one go by on the inside for ball 2. Well, Tomasini trying to really work it against the freshman who's just been outstanding at the plate and on the field. Straight away center, almost took off the head of Tomasino. Here comes one. It's going to cross the plate, and that's McMahon for the 5th run for the Wildcats.
Adding a little bit more of an exclamation point, gets a ball right over the middle. Not where you want to throw the hot bat of Sadie Kirk. Sends it up the middle, scores a run. And like you said, Sadie Kirk, if you're an Idaho State fan, not who you wanted to see up in that moment.
My, oh my, the freshman now with 2 RBI. She's scored 2 runs, and she's had 4 hits tonight. Birkinshaw fouls this one off. She had an RBI single in the first inning. She followed in the footsteps of Kirk, and when Kirk had her single RBI or her double RBI in the first, she followed with a single and an RBI. So, see if she can follow suit here. Sends this one high right field, and getting under it and catching it is Smith. So that'll be the final out of the 6th.
Okay, so we have the final out here. The 6th. Now let's go to the top of the 5th, where Northern Iowa is just trying to. Evans was hanging on with Northern Iowa.
And a chopper to short. Sanders safe at first. Good hustle down the line by Warner.
It was a bang-bang play.
It was.
Sanders deep in the hole there really showed off her arm.
She gets rid of that ball quickly, and I also love the stretch over first by Smithson, but you got to just appreciate Warner's hustle down the line. So a 2-out infield single, and that brings up Nikki Bodie.
Been on base twice tonight, a base hit and a walk.
Two down in the Evansville half of the 5th. They're down by 6, 8-2. Strike call, 1-1.
Good opportunity here for them to do some damage with Bodie and Adams possibly still coming up this inning.
And that one just misses. I think Goodwin wanted the call. She didn't get it. 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 away. Warner, the runner at first. 3-1.
Rice ball missing high and away there.
to right. And Smithson has it for the third out. We go to the bottom of the fifth.
It's a game of patience, focus, discipline. The late nights, the early mornings, the constant refinement. All for your next best shot. From custom fittings to expert advice, Shields is your partner in pursuit of perfection. Because we chase it too. Building your next best shot starts with Shields.
Asia Wilson's on top, can't take her spot. She won MVP, 1, 2, and 3. Said she wasn't enough, so she did it for us. Her trip's elite, it can't be beat. Everyone is clear, 'cause it's top tier.
Krista, it's time to fess up.
About?
You're over 45 and still haven't screened for colon cancer.
But I feel great. I get like 20,000 steps a day in heels.
Okay, but if you're 45 plus, you should screen, even if you feel healthy. So ask for Cologuard. It's a one-of-a-kind way to screen for colon cancer that's effective and non-invasive.
No prep, and you use it at home.
False positive and negative results may occur. Those at high risk should use colonoscopy.
Skip the drama. Ask your provider or request Cologuard online.
The 2025 Missouri Valley Conference Softball Tournament is brought to you by Grinnell Mutual Insurance. Contact a Grinnell Mutual agent near you for your home, farm, auto, or business insurance needs. Bottom of the fifth in our fourth and final quarterfinal game here at Ron Buell Field in Des Moines, as Northern Iowa, the third seed, has the 8-2 lead over 11th seed Evansville. We've had 4 home runs total in this game, 3 for Northern Iowa and 1 for Evansville. That was a 2-run shot by Pickett, and it's the only 2 runs that the Aces have able to score against the pitching against Northern Iowa. Ella Smithson, first baseman, will lead things off for UNI. 7, 8, and 9 in the Panthers' half of the 5th inning.
Del Jarrett really doing a good job holding this Panther lineup down. Got 2 outs in the second. Put up a 1 spot on a home run in the third and threw a shutout inning there in the fourth.
This one scorched into left and giving chase, and it goes up against the wall. And Ella Smithson has a leadoff double for the Cats. Broussard gave chase, but just couldn't track it down. Ella hit that one, I think, off the fists. That's some power right there on that inside pitch.
Yes, and that's UNI's 6th extra base hit in the ballgame.
Ava Smithson, that's one, gets past the catcher. And Ella will advance to third with the wild pitch.
So the Aces are going to have to work hard to get some outs here if they want to extend this ball game into 6th inning.
In an hour, 7:33. Plus, I saw NCAA action.
Change up, and that misses. 2-0. Paige Peterson, the center fielder, the 9th place hitter in this UNI lineup, who has been on base twice, is on deck.
Let's go to the top of the seventh here between Idaho State and Weber State. Or did Idaho State Weber State end? It might have ended though. Yes, it did. Idaho State Weber State did end. That's 5-2 Weber State or Idaho State. And we have 3 more games left. Okay. Evansville 8-2 Northern Ireland. Jonathan Cluster for Sarah on top of 5th. The fourth CAU 2-0 over and tomorrow we have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. There's 73 games going on. If you count the Patriot Week suspended game, the couple final quick innings of that game, we have 73 full games. We have a half game, or a little about with the Patriot game. So I guess we'll have 74. Then we got if Florida A&M wins, if Florida A&M is in the sweat, because I believe they're the team that's in the loser bracket. Florida A&M is. Florida A&M is, I believe they are, because Bethune-Cookman. Let's see here. I believe they are. Could be wrong. Yes, Bethune-Cookman was in the loser bracket. Florida A&M is in the loser bracket. So Alabama State is the home team. So we have 74 games. If Florida A&M wins, they'll be 75. That'll be 75 games of this record. I think that's the championship game. So, and I'll show you some of the games in the morning, like I was saying. You have Duke, Florida State, Brown, Columbia, right in the Ivy League. Duke, Florida State will be in the ACC. They're immersed in the Metro and Gazette Conference. I'm surprised they're having it in the morning, but I guess they might have it more because they might have the ACC tournament, and they'll bring in that. And they'll have the SEC right in a row back to back. Or it could be that, or due to weather, but it's even an hour earlier though. It could be because that, or it could be due to weather. Then these are Central Time, so 10 a.m. Eastern. Duke, Florida State, Brown, Columbia, and Ivy League, right on Madison, the Metro, and got the cards. Michigan University, Central, and the NEC. South Carolina State, Norfolk State, and MEAC. Stanford, Virginia, and SoCon. Now 11 a.m. Eastern, we have UMBC, Binghamton, and East. Alabama State, Florida at 3 Eastern, and the SWAC Championship Tournament, SWAC Championship, Football Championship game. And then New Eastern, Green Bay, Cleveland State, Risley, Kim Leland, the Coastal Athletic Association, Yukon in the Big Eastern, Fordham Dean in the 10, South Carolina, Upstate, Winthrop in the Big South, Miami High on the back, Phillies, Missouri, Tennessee Tech, and Ohio Valley. So we have a bunch of games on. Going up at like early morning. Got better games, so.